So welcome back guys to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about games I enjoy despite the terrible reviews. Now, growing up in the 80s and early 90s, reviews really helped me form my own palette of gaming. I didn't have the expendable income. I was making a little bit of allowance money, so it was really helpful to get those magazines to kind of hear from the professionals about what kind of games should I play, what kind of games should I even rent, because a lot of games I didn't get to buy, I'd have to rent them, and that was very important. And as I've gotten older, I've learned that these opinions are what they are. They're just opinions, and despite some get paid to have them, some people just have them in general, it shouldn't deter about your own vision and your own opinion on a video game. Now, the first game I'm going to be talking about is actually a launch title on the PS4, and that is Knack. Now, I don't understand what it was about Knack when it came out. I don't know if it was because of it being a launch title and it not being a hardcore game like the glitch-infested Killzone, but a lot of people did not even want to give Knack a chance, and sites like IGN and Machinima slammed it. And me personally, when I played Knack, I had that nostalgia of playing early PS1 platformers like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. I really enjoyed it, and while the game does have some flaws, it still really shows what the PS4 was going to be offering in the near future, and overall it was just an enjoyable game. And the fact that it's now super cheap, if you haven't played it, I advise you guys to at least check it out. Now, the next video game I'm going to be talking about, I've been hearing more slams in the last 10 years because of the angry video game nerd James Rolfe in his second episode, and that is Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Now, maybe I'm just a little biased because I'm a huge Castlevania fan, but I actually do like Simon's Quest. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. With the really poorly translated text in this game, it really kind of leaves you lost in what direction to go, but it was really trying something a little different at that time. It wasn't a standalone platformer, it was more of an action RPG, and it helped coin the term made by fans Metroidvania, because I really feel like without Castlevania 2, we wouldn't have Bloody Tears, one of the best Castlevania songs of all time, and of course the incredibly acclaimed best Castlevania, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And the next game I want to talk about, I do have to admit, it is not a good game, but it's a very charming game and I really enjoy it, and that is Godzilla on the PS4. Now, when this was first announced by Namco Bandai, it was only going to be released in Japan on the PS3, but they had the cojones to bring it over to North America and the Europe regions. And I do have to say, this is not a great game. I repeat, this is not a great game, but what I really like about it is it has that Toho feel from a Godzilla fan. This is pure fan service. The controls are cumbersome, it's using tank controls, and it's very slow paced, but in return, it makes me feel like I'm actually Godzilla inside the suit. This is more of a Godzilla suit simulator from, the 70s, 80s, and 90s than it is an actual fighting game like games like Godzilla Destroy All Monsters or Godzilla Save the Earth, which are a lot better. But I do have to say, if you grew up with the Toho movies, you'll definitely see the nods and have those feels of growing up watching these movies, and I'm pretty sure the game's really cheap now. I do regret paying $60 for it, but I would be even more upset if I paid the import fees I was originally going to do, which was like $80 to play it on the PS3. So with that being said, if you see it in a value bin for like $5 or something like that, and you're a huge Godzilla fan, definitely check it out. And the next game I wanted to talk about, it kind of has a tug-of-war effect. Some people love it, some people absolutely hated it, and that is Star Fox Zero for the Wii U. Now, the thing is, a lot of people I see that slam Star Fox Zero or say, well, I'm just not going to play it because of what so-and-so said about it. They don't even have a Wii U, and they had no intentions to play it from the get-go. It's really crazy. I don't think Star Fox Zero is a perfect game. I don't think it's the best Star Fox of all time, but it's definitely still enjoyable. It's very fun. The controls are very different but you have to get used to it, and you do. If you just stick with it, you get used to controls. The motion controls you can turn off to a degree. You still have to use it for targeting, and using the gamepad and looking down to see the cockpit view can get a little annoying, and then some of the new vehicles I'm not a big fan of, but overall I really enjoyed it. The main thing I hear from people is the fact that the game's very short. It's only, about 2, maybe 3 hours long, when, Star Fox 64 and the original Star Fox were 2 hours long. I think some people forget, using their nostalgia as a pedestal, and forget about how the old games were. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people, before Star Fox Zero came out, and you had some of the Star Fox games that were breaking new areas and new formulas in the GameCube series, they always said, I just want a Star Fox game that's like a better version of Star Fox 64. And I kid you not, the first thing I read in like IGN and some reviewers were saying that this feels like Star Fox 64, and this is why I don't like it. You can't please everyone. But I will say, if you find this game for a good price, definitely check it out. And if you do get to buy it new, you do get Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard, which Star Fox Guard by itself is a lot of fun, very addicting, arcade style tower defense game. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, guys, definitely check out Star Fox Zero. Don't let the reviews steer you away. Form your own opinion. Anyway, guys, that is some games in my collection that I really enjoy, despite the terrible reviews, and sometimes I do have to defend these games. But overall, if someone hates the games that I love, it's all good, because they're my games. I find enjoyment, and this is where I want you guys to come in. I want you guys to leave a comment below. Tell me some games that you have in your collection that people for some reason don't like, but you can't stop showing the love for it. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.
Can't get enough of Excess Gaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on podomatic.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support, and happy gaming.